Alright, so it's a repeat. Zhilei Zhang knocks out Joe Joyce in the third round, and right, let's just dissect this fight. Right, it was a much better Zhilei Zhang, and it was a significantly worse Joe Joyce. The main talking point going into this fight was, what can Joe Joyce do right in this fight? How can he improve on the first fight? Because there was a lot of room for improvement there. And I think that we all overlooked Zhilei Zhang a bit, because we kind of said, like, Zhilei Zhang was a good performance. We don't think to ourselves, like, actually Zhilei Zhang has stuff he can improve on as well. There's no real such thing as the perfect fight. You can always improve on certain things in a fight. And Zhilei Zhang in this fight, he was patient. His punch selection was very good. His counter punching was good. Joe Joyce looked shook to bits in there. The first round was not a bad round for Joe Joyce. He was keeping it on the outside. He won the first round. In my opinion, he won it. But Zhilei Zhang didn't do much in the first round. I think he was more so just feeling him out, seeing what kind of angles he was going at. The first thing you noticed with Joe Joyce, he's moving to the left, and I think Zhang was like, okay, I'll look at you this first round. I'll see where you're going. I'll see what openings I can get, and then we're in business. And pretty much the second round, that's what he did. He started landing the left hand, hurt Joe Joyce a couple of times, especially the back end of that second round. In the last, like, kind of 15-20 seconds, he landed a left hand, and Joe Joyce, I actually thought his legs were gone, and I think they were. I think he done a good job disguising it, because I think that hurt him more than any punch in the second round. Was the last, like, 15-20 seconds he got clipped. Going to the third round, it's much the same from Zhilei Zhang. He's landing shots, throws a left hand, follows back with a right hook, lands bang on Joe Joyce's chin. Any heavyweight in the world had taken that right hook, they'd have gone down. It was a massive shot. Zhilei Zhang is a very big puncher, very big man, very big puncher. Obviously with the left and the right, he's not just a one-handed fighter. The power shot is the left hand, but obviously there's power in that right hook as well. It's a very good right hook. It was a very good right hook he hit Joe Joyce with. And that's it. That's all she wrote. I don't really know where Joe Joyce goes from here. I really don't. I thought to myself, okay, going into this rematch, there's things he needs to do. He's talking so much about the weight in the first fight being an issue, which I personally feel as though that's something that people were hyper-focusing on. That they were looking at the weight and they were saying, oh, he's so light, he's this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I guess Joe Joyce's team were like, okay, yeah, there we go, we'll jump on that. But it's like, no, he's had weight turnarounds like that before. And Joe Joyce is not someone, it's not like he's losing excess fat. Joe Joyce is a muscly heavyweight. He's not ripped, it's not chiseled abs or anything like that, but he's not a fleshy heavyweight at the same time. So it's not like he's losing, flesh, fat weight, and is a bit drained from that. No. So this whole narrative that Joe Joyce is coming with, that, oh, it was too light, this, that, and the other, I didn't buy it personally. And I said, okay, look, if he's, say, 260 something, that's fine. He's weighed that before. He's been as high as 270, and he's looked okay. But when I seen him on Thursday, I've seen Joe Joyce in person a couple of times. I've seen him in person on fight week when he is fighting, and I've also seen him in person when he's outside of camp. So obviously outside of camp, he's going to be heavier. He's not going to be doing the necessary training that he's going to be doing in a hard training camp. But I've seen him outside of camp, and he still didn't look as big as he did on Thursday. I said it to Ade, I was like 280, at least 280. And if he is 280, that's a mistake. The weight was, he's not a quick heavyweight. His feet are quick enough, but the rest of him is quite slow. His feet are quick even in the 260s, but 280, how quick are your feet going to be? Not particularly quick. And in this fight, he was so slow. The weight did nothing to improve him. He was worse. This is the thing. He was in the 250s in the first fight. He was doing much better. Even though he was losing, he was doing much better in the first fight. He was worse in this fight. I don't think necessarily it's all down to the weight. His mindset didn't look right in there. He was very gun shy. He was very wary about what was coming back. You could tell he was thinking more about defense, but he wasn't. He was thinking about defense, but he wasn't being defensively cognizant at the same time, because he was getting hit with all these shots. So it was a really bad display. And judging by what I've seen there, I don't know what he does from here, to be honest with you. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, you're 38 years old, mate. That chin now has... The first fight, you could say, was it dented? He was hurt a few times, but now it's... Yeah, I think it has. That shot will definitely dent the chin. And I don't know what he does from here. Will he try go on the comeback trail? But then again, you'll have fighters now they'll be fancying it against Joe Joyce. They'll be thinking, okay, you're a big imposing character, but you can be hurt, and I can hurt you. That's what fighters will be thinking. So I really don't know what he does from here. In terms of Zhilei Zhang, I mean, I haven't seen the post-fight interviews. I want to get this up because the Wi-Fi in here is not great, so I want to get this up as quick as I can. I want to see undisputed. That's the thing. But if ever a fighter has deserved a world title shot, it's Zhilei Zhang, and he has. He's now beaten Joe Joyce twice. Arguably should have got a win over Filip Hrgovic. The guy's done it the hard way. He has. He's 40 years old now. He doesn't look he looks 40 in a sense of he does look his age, but he doesn't fight like a 40-year-old. There's still plenty of life in that guy. Plenty of life. So Zhilei Zhang, he's a problem. He's a problem at heavyweight. In terms of Joe Joyce, as I said, I don't know. I really don't know what to say about that, because I would say stick a fork in him. After that, I would say stick a fork in him. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Let me know yours. In terms of the undercard, Anthony Yarde fought a Puddin, seeing that pointless fight. Moses Tauma, he got a stoppage win in the first round against a guy who don't even stop once, to be fair. And I thought that his hand speed looks insane. A guy 6'5", I know he's only 18, but that kind of hand speed, it looks good. It looks very good. In terms of everything else, I'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Haven't had a chance to get any recording. I've been very busy the last couple of days. Obviously, the recording I did do was with Ade. Shout out to him for that. And that was amazing. And I want to show you what he gave. Give me these little gifts. What do you think of that, huh? His own payroll confirmed. Not literally. There you go. Hope you enjoyed the video, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. For now, I'll talk to you. Peace.